Welcome to Maestro Sersea's American English, Culture, and Travel podcast. Created by a California educator with more than 35 years of English language teaching experience, a love for American culture and democracy, and a passion for American road trips, this podcast helps American English learners, as well as prospective visitors and immigrants, a window into American language, culture, and travel destinations. Each podcast episode is dedicated to sharing lessons and insights into learning American English, understanding American culture, values, and norms, as well as virtually traveling to key destinations throughout the state of California and United States of America as a whole. Whether you wish to learn or improve your American English comprehension and communication skills, develop an understanding of the United States of America and its way of life, or become familiar with top American destinations, our weekly podcast episodes of Maestro Sersea's American English, Culture, and Travel podcast will both educate, enlighten, and entertain you. In today's episode, we will cover the following 3 parts. 1. Mastering American English. 5 tips for improving listening skills. 2. Speak like a pro. The 5 best ways to communicate and connect with Americans. 3. The ultimate guide to weekend road trips in the USA. We hope you'll enjoy today's episode and invite you to subscribe to receive weekly episodes from us. Don't forget to also visit our official website, americanenglish.online, for numerous educational resources to help you on your learning journey. And now, are you ready to improve your knowledge and your skills? Let's begin.
Mastering American English. 5 tips for improving listening skills. Welcome to Speak Up, a series of 4 podcast episodes dedicated to helping international English learners like you build real, confident American English skills. I'm so glad you're here today. Whether you're studying English for work, for school, for travel, or simply because you love the language, this episode is for you. Today we are going all in. We're covering the first pillar of language learning, listening. I'm giving you 5 proven tips and strategies that you can start using today. Before we begin, I want you to remember something important. Every expert was once a beginner. Every fluent English speaker once stumbled over the same words you're learning right now. The difference? They kept going. And so will you. Let's dive in. Part 1. Listening. Let's start with listening, the foundation of all language learning. You cannot speak what you haven't heard. American English has unique rhythms, contractions, reductions, and accents that can feel overwhelming at first. But with the right habits, your ear will sharpen faster than you think. 1. Watch American TV shows and movies with intention. Not all screen time is equal. The secret is to watch actively, not passively. Choose shows with natural dialogue, things like Friends, The Office, or modern dramas. First, watch with English subtitles so you connect what you hear to what you read. Then, rewatch the same scene without subtitles. You'll be amazed at how much more you catch the second time. American TV is packed with idioms, slang, and informal grammar that textbooks never teach you. Hearing these in context is incredibly powerful. Pro tip: keep a notebook beside you. Pause when you hear a phrase you don't know. Write it down, look it up, and come back to it. 2. Listen to American podcasts and audiobooks daily. Podcasts are one of the most underused tools for English learners. They're free, they're everywhere, and they expose you to real conversational American speech, not the slow, overly clear textbook voice. Try podcasts on topics you already love. If you like cooking, find a food podcast. If you love technology, listen to a tech show. Your interest in the content will keep you engaged and help new vocabulary stick. Even 15 to 20 minutes per day of focused listening makes a measurable difference over weeks and months. Pro tip: use apps like Spotify or Apple Podcasts at 0.75x speed when you're starting out, and gradually work up to full speed. 3. Practice shadowing to train your ear and brain together. Shadowing is a technique where you listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say almost simultaneously like an echo. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly effective. Shadowing trains your brain to process the speed, rhythm, and sounds of American English in real time. It breaks down the gap between what you understand and what your brain can process quickly. Start with short audio clips, even 30 seconds. YouTube videos with transcripts are perfect for this. Listen once, then shadow the speaker word for word. Pro tip: language learning apps like Speechling or Pimsleur are built around this method. 4. Focus on reduced and connected speech. Here's a secret that many textbooks don't tell you. Americans don't speak the way words are written. Want to becomes wanna. Going to becomes gonna. Did you becomes didya. I don't know sounds like I dunno. These reductions and contractions are not lazy speech. They are completely normal, natural American English. Search for American English Connected Speech or Reduction in Spoken English on YouTube. Understanding these patterns will unlock a whole new layer of what you hear every day. Pro tip: Rachel's English on YouTube is a fantastic free resource specifically for American pronunciation and connected speech. 5. Use dictation practice to test your listening comprehension. Dictation, writing down exactly what you hear, is one of the most powerful listening exercises you can do. Play a short audio clip, 30 to 60 seconds, pause it, and write every word you heard. Then check your transcript. Where did you go wrong? Was it a word you didn't know? A contraction? A reduced sound? Dictation turns passive listening into active, measurable practice. The website dictation.io lets you practice this for free, or you can use any YouTube video with a transcript. Pro tip: do this for just 10 minutes a day, and your listening accuracy will improve dramatically within 30 days.
The 5 best ways to communicate and connect with Americans. Your essential guide to English communication and American cultural etiquette. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. George Bernard Shaw. Learning English is a remarkable achievement, but truly connecting with Americans takes more than vocabulary and grammar. It's about understanding the culture, the unwritten rules, and the warm, direct spirit that shapes everyday American conversation. Whether you're visiting the U.S., working with American colleagues, or building friendships across borders, this guide will give you the confidence and tools to communicate brilliantly. Let's dive in. Way number 1, master the art of small talk. In many cultures, conversations jump straight to the point. In America, small talk is the bridge that builds trust and makes people feel comfortable. Don't underestimate it. It's one of the most powerful communication tools you can have. Americans engage in small talk everywhere. In elevators, at coffee shops, before meetings, and even with strangers in line at the grocery store. It signals friendliness, openness, and respect. Key tips and strategies. Tip 1. Start with safe, positive topics. The classic American small talk topics are weather, sports, weekend plans, food, and current, non-controversial events. A simple, beautiful day, isn't it? Or did you catch the game last night? Can instantly break the ice. Avoid heavy topics like politics, religion, or personal finances with people you've just met. These can feel intrusive in American culture. Tip 2. Use the comment plus question formula. A great small talk structure is to make a friendly observation and then ask a like question. For example, that coffee smells amazing. Is it from the cafe downstairs? This invites the other person to respond naturally and keeps the conversation flowing without pressure. Tip 3. Learn the how are you ritual. In America, how are you or how's it going is often a greeting, not a deep inquiry about your health. The expected response is brief and positive. I'm great, thanks. How about you? You don't need to share details about your day unless you know the person well. Understanding this cultural nuance will help you respond confidently and naturally every time. Way number 2. Be direct, but stay warm. American communication style is famously direct. Americans appreciate clarity. They value knowing exactly what you mean, what you need, or what you think. However, directness in America is almost always paired with warmth and politeness. It's not bluntness for its own sake. It's respectful honesty. For learners from cultures where communication is more indirect or formal, this can feel unusual at first. But once you embrace it, you'll find conversations become faster, clearer, and more satisfying. Key tips and strategies. Tip 1. Say what you mean, clearly and confidently. Instead of hinting or speaking in vague terms, practice stating your needs or opinions directly. Compare. I was wondering if perhaps it might be possible to reschedule, versus, could we reschedule our meeting to Thursday? The second version is cleaner, more American, and actually more polite in this cultural context because it respects the other person's time. Tip 2. Soften directness with friendly language. Americans balance directness with warmth by using phrases like, I'd love to, I really appreciate, that's a great point, and, or, just to clarify. These softening phrases make direct communication feel collaborative rather than confrontational. Practice adding them naturally to your sentences. Tip 3. Don't confuse friendliness with deep friendship. Americans are often very friendly with strangers and acquaintances, smiling, chatting, using first names immediately. This warmth is genuine, but it doesn't always mean a deep personal relationship is forming. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere without overinterpreting it, and gradually build deeper connections through consistent, shared experiences. Way number 3. Listen actively and show engagement. Great communication is 50% listening. Americans notice and appreciate when someone is truly paying attention. Active listening shows respect, builds rapport, and helps you respond more naturally, even if you're still building your English fluency. The good news? You don't need perfect English to be an outstanding listener. Body language and small verbal signals do much of the work for you. Key tips and strategies. Tip 1. Use verbal and nonverbal acknowledgement signals. While someone is speaking, use brief affirmations like, right, I see, exactly, that makes sense, or aha to show you are engaged. Pair these with natural eye contact and an occasional nod. Americans find it reassuring when listeners visibly track the conversation. It signals respect and interest. Tip 2. Ask follow-up questions. Nothing tells someone, I'm genuinely listening, like a thoughtful follow-up question. If a colleague says, I spent the weekend hiking in Colorado, you might respond, oh wow, which trail did you go on? Was it difficult? These questions don't require perfect grammar. They just require curiosity, and they make the other person feel valued. Tip 3. Clarify instead of pretending to understand. If you miss something, don't nod and hope for the best. Americans respect honesty. Use polite clarification phrases like, I'm sorry, could you say that again? Could you repeat that a bit more slowly, please? Or, just to make sure I understand, do you mean? Most Americans will be happy to help, and asking shows confidence and self-awareness, not weakness. Way number 4. Embrace American humor and positivity. Humor is deeply woven into everyday American communication. Americans use jokes, light sarcasm, self-deprecating humor, and witty observations to build connection and ease tension. Even in professional settings, a well-timed laugh or lighthearted comment is welcomed and appreciated. You don't need to become a stand-up comedian, but understanding American humor and being willing to smile and participate will make you far more relatable and enjoyable to talk with. Key tips and strategies. Tip 1. Learn to recognize and appreciate self-deprecating humor. Americans frequently joke about themselves, their own mistakes, quirks, or struggles. It's a sign of confidence and humility. When someone says, "I'm terrible with directions. My GPS is basically my best friend," they're inviting you into a friendly, human moment. Smile, laugh along, and feel free to share your own light self-observation. It's endearing, not embarrassing. Tip 2. Keep your own humor positive and inclusive. The safest and most universally appreciated American humor is observational, situational, or self-directed. Avoid humor that targets specific groups, uses stereotypes, or relies on sarcasm until you know someone well. Tone and context can be hard to read across cultures. When in doubt, a warm smile and a playful comment about a shared situation is always a winner. Tip 3. Match the energy of the room. Americans tend toward optimism and positivity in social settings. Phrases like, "That sounds awesome," "Absolutely," "Can't wait," and "That's so cool" are genuine expressions of enthusiasm, not exaggeration. Practice elevating your energy slightly in casual conversations. It may feel unusual at first, but it will make you sound more natural and engaging in American English. Way number 5. Navigate digital and professional communication like a native. A huge part of modern American communication happens over email, text, video calls, and platforms like Slack or Teams. The rules of in-person conversation carry over directness, warmth, and clarity, but there are specific norms that will make you stand out as a confident, professional communicator. Whether you're writing an email to a professor, messaging a coworker, or hopping on a Zoom call, these strategies will help you make the best impression. Key tips and strategies. Tip 1. Keep written communication clear and concise. Americans value brevity in professional writing. Get to the point early. Start emails with a friendly one-liner, "Hope your week is going well." Then state your purpose clearly in the first paragraph. Use short sentences and bullet points for lists. Avoid overly formal language. "I humbly request your assistance with the aforementioned matter" sounds stiff. "Could you help me with this?" sounds professional and natural. Tip 2. Master the American email greeting and sign off. In American professional culture, using first names is the norm even in formal settings. Hi, Sarah is perfectly appropriate for most professional emails. Common sign-offs include best, thanks, best regards, and looking forward to hearing from you. Avoid overly formal closings like yours faithfully. These can sound out of place in American contexts. Tip 3. Be punctual and prepared in virtual meetings. Americans place high value on respecting others' time. For video calls, join 1 to 2 minutes early. Mute yourself when not speaking, and come prepared with your key points or questions ready. It's perfectly normal and encouraged to say, "Can I add something here?" Or, "I have a quick question about that." Participating actively, rather than staying silent, shows confidence and engagement, and Americans will respect and appreciate you for it. A final word of encouragement. Every great communicator in any language was once a beginner. The Americans you speak with are not expecting perfection. They are hoping for connection. Your effort to learn their language, understand their culture, and show up with warmth and openness will speak louder than any grammar mistake ever could. You already have the most important ingredient, the courage to try. Use these 5 strategies, practice them every day, and watch as your confidence and your connections grow stronger with every conversation. You've got this. Now go out there and shine.
The ultimate guide to weekend road trips in the USA. A complete guide for international English learners. Imagine yourself behind the wheel, windows down, favorite music playing, and the open American highway stretching endlessly before you. A weekend road trip in the United States is one of the most exciting and rewarding adventures you can experience. And the good news is, you do not need months of planning or a huge budget to make it happen. Whether you are visiting the USA, studying here, or living here as an international resident, road trips are a wonderful way to practice your English, discover American culture, and create memories that will last a lifetime. This guide will walk you through the 5 best types of weekend road trips in the USA, with practical tips and strategies for each one. Road trip number 1, the classic coastal drive. Few experiences compare to driving along the American coastline. The USA has thousands of miles of stunning coastline on both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, offering breathtaking views, seaside towns, and fresh seafood at every turn. Iconic routes like California's Highway 1 or Florida's A1A are bucket list drives for a reason. Best regions: Pacific Coast Highway, California, Florida Gulf Coast, Oregon Coast, and the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Key tips and strategies. Tip 1. Plan your stops in advance. Coastal roads can be very busy, especially on summer weekends. Use Google Maps or the Road Trippers app to identify scenic overlooks, places with beautiful views, beaches, and restaurants before you leave home. This way, you will not miss hidden gems along the route. Tip 2. Embrace the detour. A detour is when you leave the main road to explore a side route. On a coastal drive, detours often lead to the most beautiful and least crowded spots. If you see a small sign pointing to a beach or a lighthouse, follow it. You might discover something extraordinary. Tip 3. Talk to locals. Stop at small diners, coffee shops, and bait and tackle stores along the coast. Americans who live by the sea are often friendly and proud of their area. Ask them, "What's your favorite spot around here that tourists don't usually know about?" This is excellent English practice and leads to unforgettable local experiences. Road trip number 2, the Mountain and National Park Adventure. The United States is home to 63 officially designated national parks, protected natural areas of extraordinary beauty and importance. From the geysers of Yellowstone to the towering red rocks of Zion, a weekend trip to a national park will leave you speechless and give you so much to talk and write about in English. Best parks for a weekend: Grand Canyon, Arizona; Zion, Utah; Rocky Mountain, Colorado; Shenandoah, Virginia; and Great Smoky Mountains, Tennessee/North Carolina. Key tips and strategies. Tip 1. Purchase the America the Beautiful Pass for about $80. This annual pass grants you and your passengers free admission, entry fee, to all national parks for 1 full year. If you plan to visit even 2 parks, this pass saves you significant money and is a fantastic investment. Tip 2. Book campsites or lodges early. Popular national parks fill up incredibly fast on weekends. Use the recreation.gov website to reserve campsites, outdoor sleeping areas, or lodges, small hotels inside parks, several weeks in advance. Reservations open at 8 a.m. Mountain Time, 6 months before the date. Tip 3. Download offline maps. Cell phone signal, the ability to make calls and use data, is often poor or non-existent in mountain areas. Before you leave home, download offline maps of the park in Google Maps and the official National Park Service app. This could be a matter of safety in remote areas. Road trip number 3. The historic small town tour. Some of the most authentic American culture is found not in big cities, but in small towns with deep history. A weekend itinerary, a planned schedule of travel that links several small towns together, is a rich cultural and linguistic experience. You will hear regional American accents, discover local traditions, and eat foods you cannot find anywhere else in the world. Great areas to explore: New England, Vermont, Maine, the Deep South, Mississippi, Georgia, the Texas Hill Country, small towns of the Southwest, New Mexico, and the charming villages of the Hudson Valley in New York. Key tips and strategies. Tip 1. Visit the local visitor center first. Almost every American small town has a visitor center. a free information office run by volunteers who love their town. They provide free maps, brochures, and personal recommendations. Speaking with the volunteers is wonderful English conversation practice, and they are always happy to help visitors, especially international ones. Tip 2. Eat at locally owned restaurants. Avoid large chain restaurants like McDonald's or Subway on this type of trip. Instead, look for diners, casual, affordable restaurants with American classics, barbecue joints, informal barbecue restaurants, and family-owned cafes. The food tells the story of each region and gives you plenty of delicious vocabulary to learn. Tip 3. Stay in a bed and breakfast. A bed and breakfast, B&B, is a small, family-run and that includes a homemade breakfast each morning. They are usually cheaper than hotels in small towns and offer a very personal, warm atmosphere. The conversation around the breakfast table with the host and other guests is an incredible opportunity to practice natural, conversational English. Road trip number 4. The desert and wide open spaces drive. The American Southwest and Great Plains offer a kind of landscape that is truly unlike anywhere else in the world. Vast red deserts, towering sandstone mesas, flat-topped hills, endless starry skies, and ancient Native American cultures make this region profoundly moving and educational. This is the Wild West you have seen in movies, and it is even more beautiful in real life. Best routes: Utah's mighty 5 national parks, Route 66, Arizona/New Mexico section, Big Bend National Park, Texas, Monument Valley, Arizona/Utah, and the Enchanted Circle in New Mexico. Key tips and strategies. Tip 1. Never let your gas tank go below half. In the American desert, gas stations, called gas stations or filling stations, can be 60 to 100 miles apart. Running out of fuel, gasoline/petrol, in the desert is a serious safety emergency. Keep your tank at least half full at all times. Also carry extra water, at least 1 gallon per person. Tip 2. Stargazing is unmissable. The desert has very little light pollution, artificial light that hides the stars, which means the night sky is absolutely breathtaking. Download the Sky Safari or Star Walk app before your trip to identify stars and planets. Learning the English names of constellations is a wonderful, unique vocabulary lesson. Tip 3. Respect Native American lands and culture. Much of the Southwest is on or near tribal lands belonging to Native American nations such as the Navajo, Hopi, and Zuni peoples. Always ask before taking photographs of people. Buy authentic crafts and art directly from native artisans, craftspeople, and read about the history of the land you are visiting. This respectful approach leads to much deeper and more meaningful connections. Road trip number 5, the City Hop Weekend Escape. Not every great road trip involves remote wilderness. Sometimes, the best adventure is driving from city to city over a weekend, experiencing how dramatically different American urban culture can be over a short distance. A city hop trip is ideal for English learners because every city offers theater, museums, concerts, and cultural events where you are surrounded by English all day long. Best city hop routes: Boston Providence, New Haven, New York City, Northeast Corridor, Nashville, Memphis, New Orleans, Music Highway, San Francisco, Monterey, Santa Barbara, Los Angeles, California Coast Cities, Seattle, Portland, Eugene, Pacific Northwest. Key tips and strategies. Tip 1. Use free museum days strategically. Hundreds of American museums offer free admission on certain days or evenings. The website Museums for Free, museumsandfree.com, lists free museum days by city. Spending an afternoon in an art museum or science center is a culturally rich, entirely free experience, and all the exhibits, labels, and audio guides are in English. Tip 2. Park once and use public transit. Driving and parking inside American cities can be stressful and expensive. The smart strategy is to find a safe parking garage near a city's main transit hub, pay for the full day, and then use the city's subway, bus, or light rail to explore. Apps like CityMapper and Google Maps make city transit very easy to navigate. Tip 3. Attend a live local event. Every American city has free or inexpensive events happening every weekend. Open-air concerts, food festivals, farmers markets, outdoor markets selling local food and crafts, comedy shows, and sporting events. Use Eventbrite or Do 512 to find events in each city you visit. Attending local events is the single fastest way to hear natural, everyday American English in context. Your adventure starts now. Every single one of the road trips described in this guide is absolutely achievable in a single weekend, with careful planning and a spirit of adventure. As an international English learner, you have a unique and powerful advantage. You are seeing this incredible country with fresh eyes, noticing beauty and meaning that people who grew up here sometimes overlook. Every conversation you have on the road, with a gas station attendant in Texas, a park ranger in Utah, or a grandmother at a bed and breakfast in Vermont, is a real-world English lesson that no classroom can replicate. Be brave. Ask questions. Get lost sometimes. That is where the best stories come from. So pack your bags, charge your phone, grab a great playlist, and go explore the most road trip-ready country on Earth. America is waiting for you. Safe travels and happy learning.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Maestro Sersea's American English, Culture, and Travel Podcast. Whether you wish to learn or improve your American English comprehension and communication skills, develop an understanding of the United States of America and its way of life, or become familiar with top American destinations, our weekly podcast episodes of Maestro Sersea's American English, Culture, and Travel Podcast will educate, enlighten, and entertain you. We encourage you to visit our Sersea Podcasts Network website via our link in the description section below for additional weekly podcasts we offer, all available on our website and major streaming platforms. Thank you for joining us today, and don't forget to subscribe to receive the latest episodes on a regular basis. Thank you, and have a wonderful week ahead.